the Gombe State Commission chairman, our good friend as well. These are the 12 people elected on the floor of the Chida Congress.
Okay.
The 12. But then, by the time you had the chairman of the leagues, that's the LMC, you had National League, you had Nigeria Nationwide League, you had Women Premier League. 4 more.
That's more than 15.
You add it to the 12.
It's more than
16.
Okay.
It brings the membership to 16 instead of 15.
Wow.
So there's a big flaw
with the composition.
With what happened on the floor.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? This election produced 12 executive committee members, and there are only 11 slots available, which is what is the summary
of everything.
I'm not talking about whether I was. I'm just talking about Gewa's election now. I'm not talking about the other Congress faction. No. This is the major flaw. Amoni Biambo's electoral committee produced 12 executive committee members when actually there were only 11 slots available. So by the time you had 4, that's the LMC, the National League, the Women League, and the Amateur League. So the 12 already produced, you have 16. And the laws of Nigeria and the laws of football in Nigeria does not recognize 16 members. It's only 15. So who do you drop?
Wow. Well, these are issues that, well, like you said, clearly in black and white. But there are other issues as well.
Let me quickly go to the other issues. What was the other issue we talked about?
Maigari.
Resignation.
Of Aminu Maigari.
Resignation. Yeah. It's an interesting one. You probably have this letter.
I do.
You've seen this one. This is the Maigari resignation letter sent out by the sports minister's aide.
Okay.
This is it. This is the one from the sports minister's aide. The original resignation letter that I was able to get while I was in Abuja, I'm sure that one will also come on the screen. The original resignation letter. This is the original one I got.
There has no alterations.
This is the original one I got.
No cancellation.
But then, I think we'll be able to drive home the message better if we now put the two
side by side.
Side by side. That is the Maigari registration that came from the sports minister's office and the one that came from the NFF office. I hope we can get to that slide. That's it on the screen, the two letters. And the conflict area is the 3rd paragraph, where Alhaji Aminu Maigari says, I will resign from the NFF.
Which was omitted in the
at the elective Congress. Elective was cancelled out.
Okay. That's another knotty issue.
It's another knotty issue that could be a problem area for us. These are some of the things that, I found out. And is really problem areas.
It's a mouthful.
Problem areas. Because we need to sort all of these things out as quickly as we can if we want this game to move forward.
Wow. Well, where does this leave us? Which one of these factions have gotten any form of endorsement from FIFA?
From FIFA, well, we're still waiting for FIFA to talk, but the Gewa faction have gotten the endorsement of the sports ministry.
Okay.
Until we get the response from FIFA, we won't know which direction FIFA is going. But as it is, the one that the sports minister has recognized is the Gewa faction. We wait to see what the other group will come up with. That's the two that we're talking about.
And the difference is
clear. It's clear.
Okay.
Elective Congress of the 2014 election. Elective was cancelled out of it. And that's a different issue altogether about who doctored the report.
All right. Okay. Well, I don't know if I should ask you if you have any last words, because I know you're really tired and the events of the last few days have really taken a toll on you. But any last words, maybe?
Well, in the interest of Nigerian football, I think we should call everybody together and find a way to stop this madness currently going on.
Okay. Probably lock them in a room like Tunde suggested yesterday and throw away the keys till they come out with a resolution?
But maybe this weekend will give us an idea of what will happen.
Okay.
The Giwa-led faction have said, ignore all those calling for games not to be played. Maybe by the time we see what happens this weekend, we will know exactly what direction we are facing.
All right, Tony, I want to thank you for your time on the show, and I need to allow you to go and rest now. Hopefully, you'll come back fresh tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Yemi.
Then we'll be able to switch that. All right, we'll go on a break. When we come back, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of pleasant things happened today. UEFA Champions League draws. And, of course, the 2014 FIBA basketball starts in a day's time. We'll be talking about all of that on the show this Thursday evening. Join us again.
Diego Rivas al disparo. Ahí va de nuevo el Atlético. ¡Gol! Jokic! Unglaublich! Thinks in first time, that's been a quick chance. Mourinho's substitute scores.
All right, welcome back. And like I said, for lovers of football, especially the UEFA Champions League, the draws were made today. And it wasn't only that, Cristiano Ronaldo was crowned the UEFA best player in Europe. We'll be talking about all of that in a moment. But let me quickly introduce Tunde Koiki. It's a pleasure having you this Thursday evening.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
And as extra motivation for you.
Oh, yeah.
Liverpool is in this one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
First time in 5 years.
Yes, thank you for making for.
No,
yes.
I mean, I just have to say.
But thank you all the same. But it's good to be back. Five-time winners of the competition, one of the most iconic clubs in global football, a major international brand. They have returned to where they rightfully belong amongst Europe's elite. So I think it's not only the people in Merseyside are happy right now, but also Liverpool fans all over the world. And I think that is cheering news, much more cheering than what you and Tony were discussing earlier on, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, it's going to be a big one for Liverpool. With kind of things they have in their group. But, well, let's start from Group A. Atletico Madrid. I'm just going to throw this thing at you, and you tell me teams you think would drop off. Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Malmo, Olympiacos.
Oh, definitely. In that case, in that kind of group, you expect Juventus and the Atletico Madrid to go through. Juventus too. They've lost their coach to Antonio Conte to the Italian national team. Right. They have a new coach in Massimiliano Allegri. They've also haven't reinforced as well as they should have. Atletico Madrid also lost Diego Costa and a few other players, Felipe Luis to Chelsea, but they've replaced them as well as they can. Mario Mandzukic has made the step up to Atletico Madrid. So in that group, you expect Juventus and Atletico to go through.
Let's go to Group B. FC Basel, Liverpool, Ludogorets and Real Madrid. It looks pretty
in a group
easy.
like that. You think a 10-time champion and a 5-time champion should have.
You want to pick the two.
You should have no problems. But in the UEFA Champions League, minnows can be particularly dangerous. But you'd want to fancy Liverpool. They've recruited massively. If their players can gel as quickly as they expect them to, they should possibly contest the first and second place with Real Madrid.
Okay, Group C, quickly. Bayer Leverkusen, Benfica, Monaco, and Zenit. I think this was pretty close.
Very dangerous group. There's Monaco, big spenders. They have a decent team as well.